There's a controversial theory that the Iroquois get that name not from a Native American language, but from the mysterious European language Basque. They refer to themselves as the Haudenosaunee, but the name Iroquois has been used since colonial times and has an unknown origin. It first shows up in French colonial documents spelled like this or this, implying that it was pronounced something like Iroquois. And actually there's a handful of indigenous North American tribes that have colonial names ending in this qua suffix. But here's the thing, that qua suffix is not a known suffix in any of those tribes' languages, or in French. It appears to mean something like people or people of the, with the first part of the word describing what they're the people of. For instance, the Iroquois people would be the people of the dog, with that first part coming from the Mi'kmaq language. But guess what language does have a qua suffix that means people of the? The Basque language from Western Europe. It's mysterious because it's the only pre-Indo-European language that survived in Europe. About 4,500 years ago, the Indo-European migration started, bringing Indo-European languages into Europe. And over time, they gradually supplanted all languages that had previously been indigenous there, except one. Basque survived, and it has a really unique grammar and other features that make it distinct from other European languages. Okay, but the fact that it has this suffix could easily just be a coincidence, right? Well, actually, some of the first sustained linguistic contact between the Old World and the New World was through Basque speakers. Basque speakers have historically been some of Europe's best deep-sea fishers, and during the early 1500s, many Basque fishermen traveled to Newfoundland and modern-day Canada for the good cod fishing there. And they actually interacted a lot with the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who lived there. They formed a simple pidgin language that they could use to communicate with each other, and there's even some modern Mi'kmaq words that descend from Basque. So Dutch linguist Peter Bakker thinks that the koa or qua suffix was likely part of that pidgin language, and that this is the reason why colonial names like Iroquois share that qua suffix. And he proposes that the first part of the name comes from the Basque word for kill, so meaning the Iroquois were the killer people. That part's even more controversial, but it would kind of explain why we see the H in the early spellings. What do you think? Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments.